But to my credit, guys, I am working to learn the language. And my average conversation with a native speaker goes something like this. Здравейте, аз съм Donald, приятно ми е, как се казваш? Oh my God! You are fluent in Bulgarian! Oh my God, thank you so much for taking the time to learn our very difficult language about our culture. Oh my goodness, my English is so bad. I've only been studying it for like 15 years. You probably don't understand anything I'm saying right now. If you don't mind, could we practice English for a while? So learning the language is going a little slower than I was hoping, guys. But to my credit, I did teach myself the Cyrillic alphabet before I moved here. However, I only taught myself the print version. I did not teach myself cursive. And there's a reason for that. I was lazy. Also, in America, you can honestly get by without cursive, guys. We do not use it that often. And when I came here, I found random cursive letters and words in your restaurant menus, and on your street signs, and in your government documents. So I was like, I gotta learn cursive. And it wasn't that bad, like, let's be honest. Cursive is just like the print letters, but a little sassier. And so I'm going through the alphabet, and I'm like, cool, and I'm like, all right. And then I hit T. And I went, hold up, I did M already. And I was going back and forth. And for those of you who don't know, the difference between a cursive M and a cursive T is the corners are a little more rounded, and that's it. Now, I don't know who's allowed this to continue, but I have a theory on how it started, guys. Let's all go back to the 9th century, okay? Cyril had invented the Cyrillic alphabet, but now he's retiring. He spent his life traveling, educating, and banging his way through the Balkans. Guys, he invented an alphabet. This dude fucked, okay? But now he's retiring, and his apprentice, Clement, wants to take over the throne. But how are you gonna compete with the rock star? You gotta release your own album, Cursive. So now, he's going from village to village in Bulgaria, educating the people. And he's doing okay, sexually. And he walks into this village, and he sees the most beautiful Bulgarian woman he's ever seen sitting at the well, Radoslava. And he struts up to her and he's like, Zdrasty. And she's like, Ne. And he's like, Što ne? And she's like, I have a boyfriend. And she points across the square. And who's standing there, guys? But the blacksmith's apprentice. And he's fucking hot, okay? We're talking over 2 meters tall, 8-pack, soft eyes, nice smile, 9 out of 10, male specimen. Would be a 10 out of 10, but never properly learned to dance the horo. That man is Clement's competition. And he says, what is your boyfriend's name? Mitko. I wish you and Mitko all the happiness in the world. And then he ran on home, guys, kicked open the door to his lair, slammed down his books and pulled out his quill and was like, Mitko, you may have Radislava's heart today, but soon it will be mine. And he looked down at T and changed a cursive T to be almost exactly like a M. And the next morning he spread papers all throughout Bulgaria. And after that day, no one knew whether or not Mitko's name was Mitko, Mimko, Tidko, or Timko. And Mitko, thank you. Thank you. And Mitko became the laughing stock of his village, guys. And him and Radislava's young love couldn't handle it. Till finally one day she was like, Tiko, you're not the man I fell in love with. And she ran out the door and collapsed crying on the well. And who showed up in that moment but Clement? And he strutted up to her and was like, Zdraste. Yes, it is me, Clement, here to kiss your tears away. And Radislava looked up and stared deep into his eyes and said, is your name Clement? Or Clemen? Or Cletent? Or Cletem? And that is why we all know the other name for the cursive T as the curse of Clement. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.